Welcome to the Legends of Minecraft podcast. Happy Earth Day, everyone. Today is April 22nd, 2023. I'm your host, CovertZen. In our main discussion, we'll cover a bit of news, then go over launch day, which was just 4 days ago. But first, with me as always, is Hound 4004. How's it going, Hound?
Pretty good. It is another legendary day around here.
Awesome. What have you been up to in Minecraft Legends lately?
Well, since the very beginning, I did a tutorial of the tutorial for keyboard and mouse, which is, always nice and tutorial-like. But I also have started the campaign, which I've been doing a run-through on my channel if you want to check that out. But it has been really fun to go around, save some villages, fight some piglins. Right off the bat, I ran into some thorn bushes. Definitely the way you want to start, but it has been fun to go around, fight the piglins, save the sun, and just get a grasp on the legends throughout the campaign.
So, without giving away any spoilers to anyone who hasn't seen your content or seen the game in campaign, what do you mean by saving the sun?
Well, the piglins are even eviler than anyone could have ever guessed. The beautiful thing in the sky, they decide to try and destroy it,
Oh
and
no.
we had to save the day, which is, pretty heroic. I mean, I think I should be put on a leaderboard or something. I mean, man, quite a lot of effort went into trying to save the sun. So many troops were lost. Rest in peace.
So when you're going through the campaign, because I haven't played the campaign yet, is it like is every day a new campaign day, or is it just the 10 or 12 hours people are saying if you just go right through? How did they
Yeah,
have it laid out?
it is the 10 and 12 hours, people. It's the whole storyline. I mean, it takes as long as you want, honestly. I mean, you can just wander around the woods aimlessly and call it part of the campaign, but there is a whole story involved, and there is somewhat of a progression. So each time you log on, you might just continue where you left off, and it's just part of this big story of trying to save all the villagers and honestly the whole overworld, so from the piglins. And it's just laid out as a nice roadmap for you to explore the land of legends.
Nice. So say you have a piglin structure or piglin base show up and you're supposed to go destroy it. Does
hmm
another one just show up right then? Is there like cinematic cutscenes in between that stuff?
There is quite a lot of cinematic cutscenes. It's like I'm sitting in front of a Marvel movie, but yet I'm the hero.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
yeah, and you have to go do one thing, and oh, by the way, now the piglins are doing this, and here we can see them becoming eviler in a cutscene, and now there's a new. It's this whole little storyline, and as we see the piglins coming through the portal, then our next challenge for the next part of the campaign is going and saving their butts.
So, as far as the campaign, where are you at? Are you close to being done? Have you beaten it yet?
Not even close. I think I'm about maybe an hour and a half into it is all. I mean, it's been an entire week already, but I've just been taking my time, enjoying and recording and showing everything along with it, and just stopping to smell the roses every now and again too. So
Awesome.
just enjoying it and laid back and fighting some piglins.
That sounds really cool.
And I hear that you have not quite done the campaign, but what have you been up to?
Well, being a part of a Discord community as we are, I had plans to just smash through the tutorial that I've seen lots of people already play and record, and then go right into PvP. Um, I was not expecting that PvP would be like a 45-minute wait for, my I tried to play at night after work and whatever, so there wasn't really anyone on. And luckily our Discord community has a lot of people that you can connect and play with, but at that time it was still growing. So I waited for a good 45 minutes with two other people and we did not get connected to a game. So I wasn't ready to do the whole campaign yet. So I checked out Lost Legends actually. And if you don't know, Lost Legends is like a enemy wave type of gameplay. So every 20 seconds, a new wave of piglins comes at you from three different bases surrounding the village and the well. And your job is to just beat every wave. But every wave, they get increasingly harder. So right off the bat, you're like getting attacked, and I start spamming some arrow towers, just like at least go out and collect wood because I'm like I don't even have any materials yet. So the interesting thing about that, which I have a video that will be coming out next week on my strategy for it, and I'll probably do a couple different strategies now that I've done it. You don't really have to collect resources because the village pays you every time you defeat a wave. So, in like the first couple waves, you might want to build a wall and some arrow towers. I wouldn't really build any spawners yet, but go out and get some wood and stone and then just kind of like sit tight. So,
Nice.
one thing, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just because I did like the bare minimum tutorial. Um, I know who the first of are, but I unlocked them in Lost Legends, but wasn't able to build them because I hadn't
Oh,
actually unlocked them in campaign. So I thought that was interesting. Like Lost Legends really depends on what you've done in campaign, I think.
that's interesting. Yeah.
And so I went through with like I could build spawners all the way up to I think they're called the where are they? The Johnny Axe guys from Minecraft. I'm trying to think of
Pillagers.
it. Pillagers, yeah, but Vindicators. I
Nice.
don't know what they're called in Legends. They're like the warriors. That's what they are. I that was the
Potato,
highest.
potato.
Yeah, that was the highest unit I could spawn in, and I was like, okay, these guys are cool, but they like get completely demolished by these huge mammoths throwing like magma boulders at you. So there's, I'm excited to do multiple tactics and see like how well it works. My favorite all-time games have always been RTS and Tower Defense because Tower Defense you can play the same map but play it differently, and that's always been like my interest of how many ways can I beat the same thing just because I like to use tactics to figure stuff out.
Now, I don't know. I just have a couple questions here about it.
Hmm.
So, like I know campaign, it was on all on an island, a pretty nice sized island, but it was all on an island. I don't know how does this one lay out? How does the Lost Legends lay out?
It is also on the island, but honestly, I don't think I looked at the map. Like, the piglins aren't as far away as they are in PvP or campaign. You literally see them from your well. You
Hmm.
so you haven't played PvP yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, so in PvP you have like your center village well, and then you have an invisible area of space that the enemy cannot build in. So you have a village well and you have this invisible area of space that only you can build in. The piglins bases are so close that like between your build limit and their build limit is where the netherrack meets the dirt. So you have that much limited space, and that's all you can build in. And you have to hurry up and build every 20 seconds. You have new piglins coming in and just destroying what you just built. So you kind of have to be quick and strategic about it. And like I said, I'm like trying to run around the world trying to find massive jungle trees just so I can have, all the allays doing stuff. You don't really even need your allays in there. Like you might here and there when you need a clutch amount of wood or stone, but other than that, the villagers probably about wave 10 really just take care of you. You just try to make it through, use the carpenter's hut and masonry huts to reinforce your walls and your towers. So it was really cool. Also, this is like a monthly thing. So the one I did is just for the month of April, and it hasn't been announced yet when the next one's coming, but it's supposed to be a monthly map or monthly resource.
That's pretty cool. It makes me kind of want to get on it and actually play it while we still have a few days left here in April.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. Are they going to keep it? Is it just going to like be queued up of like this was April 2023, then May, or is it going to disappear? Because for content wise, I want it to stay there. Like, don't take it away. But
Yeah.
again, it's been rather difficult to talk to the developers to see what the plans are. So I guess we'll all just have to wait. You know, there's lots of there's lots of people in our Discord community that are reaching out and asking for lots of things. I know big content creators have talked about the recall button in PvP and just different ways to communicate. But Overall, I think the game is beautiful, sounds beautiful. I really enjoy playing it. It's just like fix the things that need fixed. And hopefully, being a Minecraft game, you know, Minecraft comes out with updates. There's half the community that love the updates and have been waiting forever for those updates. Then there's the other half that are like, but we want this instead. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see like how Legends community deals with that too. Like, what can we have now?
It's definitely hard to please both sides of the community, but as long as they can at least get the things that both sides can agree this shouldn't work this way, that will at least make everyone a bit happier.
Right. As long as we get to put feedback in like we do in Minecraft, I mean, I'm all for it. Like, this game is already solid. It just needs some, better thought out PvP scene. Because that's eventually what it will be. Campaign will be done. Maybe DLC will come out to expand it, but I haven't beat the campaign or even watched the end because I want to do it for myself. But then Lost Legends is a monthly thing. The Myths, I don't know if you've heard much about that.
No, I really haven't.
So from what I've read on Twitter and just the other, content creators that got the game early, Myths is supposed to be like a player generated map, like Lost Legends, but player generated. And that's kind of what we
Hmm.
were talking about in our first episode
Yeah.
is I want to make a map and give it out to the marketplace or community to then play it. So maybe that's what it is. We'll have to get more on that later, but that would be, you know, again, campaign is what it is. PvP needs a little work, but it's pretty great. And then you have all that extra content that we can just always play on monthly.
But at least, I mean, and hopefully, like you've kind of said, hopefully there will be more, and as they're doing the monthly things, but it seems like there's quite a bit of content to at least keep people interested for quite some time.
Yeah. I've asked our Discord community to provide us with analytics, and we've all been busy playing. So, as far as I know, age groups that I've seen play have been from like 13 to 60, like literally all over the board. Again, Minecraft game. What do you expect? I've played with people all over the world so far. Again, what do you expect? It's a worldly game. Um, but as far as that, like, I think Discord right now is the only way, unless there's other third parties like Discord, to play PvP, to be able to actually communicate and talk to the people you're playing with.
Yeah, and I've heard quite a few people not too happy, and I really do envy for them and hope that, something is put in place because it is pretty convenient when you're able to talk to your team. And even if it was being able to type in chat in Legends, but there's not even that, I don't think.
No, there is just a ping system where you can like ping a biome that has coal, and you're just hoping that everyone assumes they know what you're talking about. Like, you want me to go to this biome? Well, there's coal there, but there's also a jungle forest. Uh, do you want me to get trees? Do you want me to get stone? Like there's no way to
Yeah.
ping anything. And also, if someone's trying to build up the base with a bunch of stone, and another person is trying to attack the enemy base with a bunch of cobblestone golems, well, eventually you just lose because, well, all your units are getting destroyed at the enemy base while our base can't even be reinforced. So I've only played two PvP games really short, and that's what it basically was. It's just you're power struggling between the players on your team against another team that is maybe talking to each other or maybe doing the same thing. You just don't know. But let's go ahead and jump into the news real quick. We have one update so far from the Minecraft Legends Twitter feed. It states an update is in the works to allow friends to join the same team before finding other players in PvP matchmaking. We plan to have this update in your hands soon. And they also say, please continue to share your feedback. We're listening and we value your input.
Of course, the best place for that feedback is on Minecraft feedback website. However, you try and get it on there.
Yeah, again, going back to Discord and any third parties or on Twitter, if you put in a feedback suggestion and it actually does get approved, share that on Reddit, on Discord, on Twitter. share it everywhere so everyone can go upvote it and maybe get it pushed. Um, like I've told the people in Discord, lots of people have complained about the PvP and not being able to talk. They found the way where if you join and you have someone in chat and you get another person on the other team to join, then you join your friend. You can essentially fix the match where you can have a team you can communicate with. Whether or not that's fun is beyond me because if you're communicating and the other team's a hot mess, it just seems kind of like a fixed game. So,
Yeah.
there has to be some sort of way that a team and a team can match up in the game. Otherwise, again, Discord, other communities like we have, we're just going to take that and do it ourselves. All right, and on that, we will jump into our main discussion, which happens to be launch day. Hound, what are your thoughts around the Legend or Minecraft Legends launch day?
I would rather have lunch than launch because it seems like lunch might be a bit more smoother. I mean, everyone I think that wants to play the game and bought the game is now playing it, but it wasn't the smoothest launch in the world. There was definitely some things to go wrong that did, but by now I think everything is hopefully up and running for everyone.
So you play on PC, correct?
I do, yeah.
Have you had any laggy or like kind of bug issues happen during your gameplay of any
You
kind?
know, I haven't had downright any bugs. I mean, kind of taking it away for a minute. I know when I first got Minecraft Dungeons, holy cow, that thing made my computer want to explode because of how much movement and everything was going on everywhere. And now with this one being an open world game with everything moving everywhere, I was worried how laggy it would be. But this, it's not as smooth as regular Minecraft, but it's pretty close. It's up there. It's a lot smoother than I was expecting. So very pleased with that for on PC.
Right. I have a standard just Lenovo laptop, not even I wouldn't even say I have the recommended uh settings or what am I trying to say? Hardware, but I'm still able to run the game at high quality. I do turn it down just so my FPS is a little better, especially if I'm going to record. I did run into a bug though, which was during tutorial when you fight like the three bases you have to destroy or save the three villages. I could only see in my hotbars gather stone and gather wood. Every hotbar was just gather stone or gather wood.
Oh,
I could build arrow towers and walls and do spawners, but I had to guess. I had to basically like pick one, do it, and then be like, okay, that's what that one is.
now was something like relogging? Did that eventually fix it, or do you still have this, or?
Once I got out of the tutorial and was like, I'm gonna go play PvP, it did fix itself there. So I don't know if it was like just the first boot up, like dragged a bit behind, but I haven't had that issue since. So it was just during the first boot up tutorial phase.
One thing I also found interesting about launch is I had pre-recorded, or not pre-recorded, I had pre-installed it or downloaded it the night before, and I was surprised to see that when I finally got to come home and play it, that there was an update supposedly that was about as big as the initial game, like one gigabyte or 1 megabyte smaller. So I don't know what happened there. If it was just did I somehow install it twice or what happened? Because it was called an update, and I know quite a few people got that message who had pre-installed it.
Yep, I too got that message. I saw it more as like the files are on your computer, but now we have to like unlock all of them. It didn't
Hmm.
seem to take as long as the
No.
pre-installing, which I was like, oh, 10 gigabytes, this is going to take a good hour for me. It was
It's
more
like,
like,
come on, this is why I pre-installed it in the first place.
exactly. It was more like 25 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is doable then. Um, but yeah, on launch and still, still going right now, PvP is the hardest thing to get going. So between trying to join a public match, entering into a match that's half an hour or 45 minutes already into someone that needs a player and, absolutely having no idea what they need from you with the ping system, the only way that has been a fun and enjoyable way is, again, going through Discord. Our Discord community is called Legendary. You can find it in our links in the show notes. You can join. There's no, paywall. There's nothing. Come join, put your in-game name, and you will be able to join into a private match pretty quickly. They plan on doing teams and tournaments that are getting set up for people who are active enough. And at any given point, there's always seems to be at least 10 people on. And it also has a way of queuing you up. So last night I was playing and I got disconnected from Discord or from Legends. I'm not sure why. And then I was messaging my group because you go from a public waiting area to a private room so you can talk to your teammates, which is the biggest issue. And I was messaging them like, "Hey, I got disconnected. I'm sorry. I'll have to figure this out." And then someone from the public waiting room got booted right into that team.
That's nice though.
Yeah, someone we know from our community went to a team and was able to join private with them right away. So I'm not sure how that works because I'm not, an admin in our Discord. I am a mod, but that's just to help people get started. But in the official Minecraft Legends Discord, you're not allowed to like ping people for looking for game. They get really upset about that. And so a lot of the people that got banned or muted from that community actually came to this Discord. And so here you can say, I want to be pinged for looking for game co op or looking for game PvP or even Lost Legends. And then anytime someone does that, you'll get a message saying, hey, there's someone looking for one more, someone looking for three more. So it's been a really convenient way to work around the current issue of not being able to communicate to your team. So again, check our show notes. The links are all there. Find our Discord community and come find some players you can actually talk to.
And if nothing else, even if you can't find a game that you want to play, you might be able to find even a link to our next podcast episode there. So no matter what, you should check it out.
Right. But yeah, the only other, like, once we get into tactic talk, which I've yet to even like set up because I don't play
Sure.
PvP as much, and maybe I won't because I think I'm trash at it, even though I played twice. Like, I played with dudes last night that like obviously have been playing since launch day, and I'm just like, Jesus, I'm trying to
I
run to
know.
the bastion of the horde or the horde of spawn or whatever they're called, spore, and I'm like running, and all of a sudden I'm like in the ocean. I'm like, I don't think I had to swim very much. And I look at the map. I'm like, I'm not even going the right way. How do I read this map? Which, so I haven't played that much where I have to explore the world. I think I need to do that before I try playing with
Yeah.
people again.
I know in campaign I felt like I was just clicking in and out of the map every second just to
Right.
make sure, the little arrow was pointed the right direction. It's like I swear this is the right direction, but where's the Penguin Outpost? Did they already leave? Did I lose?
Right. Well, and it's not some like, can I toggle some legends on the map so when I'm seeing that like top scrolling bar of which way I'm going? I guess
Mm-hmm.
is there a northeast? Is there cardinal directions on that?
Yeah, it
Oh,
does say so, although it still doesn't help. It still doesn't help me too much.
well, I could have went west when I went east instead.
I think 15 times in the last video where I was supposedly saving the sun and I kept looking at the sky and I'm like, is the sun going down? Is it going up? Am I going right? Am I going left?
Wait, how long do I need to stand still and watch it move a pixel at a time? Yeah. Oh man, I was having such a hard time. I'm like, I'm so bad at this game. I have so many good ideas, but can't use them.
hmm
But yeah, it's all just having time to play. So
In the time consumption, and especially if you're trying to make content with it too. I wanted like the first day it came out, I wanted to make a video, and it's like, well, but I also want to sit here and play the thing. It's brand new.
yeah. Well, and see, I played through Lost Legends without recording. Like they spawn every 20 seconds, keeps you sucked in. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go back through it and play it again, and I'll do a recording on that of a tactic that I think everyone can use.
Yeah, I'm legitimately excited to see that and just see some more points of view. So.
Yeah, a lot of my tactic talks may just be about Lost Legends, unless I play PvP or get to watch other people play, because a lot of people have good ideas. It's just they want to keep them to themselves, and I'm like, well, if you think about the esports community, like, even in regular sports, like if you play a sport and you're about to play a team that's really good, well, you watch their games, you watch them play before you practice to play them to like
Yeah.
learn how to strategize against them. That makes it more fun to me because then it's like, well, now we know what you usually do. You got to figure out a different way. And so I have like a playbook in my mind of things to do, but I haven't played as much as everybody else. So Hound, what will be going on in the Hound 4004 YouTube page this week?
Well, it seems like some pretty legendary things gotta continue. I mean, I just saved the sun, but now there's piglin bastions all over the place. I should probably do something about that, so we'll see how far I get, but hopefully few more Legends episodes coming out this week on my channel.
Awesome. Myself will hopefully be able to record some Lost Legends gameplay and see what strategy I decide to use this time. I may or may not have a couple Minecraft shorts. I plan on starting a Zentopia ranch and going over the different animal breeds that you can breed, how to breed them, what you would use them for. Now that you can breed horses and make them, the best horse ever,
Hmm.
might try attempting that. So it just all comes down to which one I want to do more, Minecraft or Minecraft Legends. Now I have to make a choice. So, and you can find that on my Zentopia 11 channel. Well, that's our show. It's been great discussing the legendary world of Minecraft Legends. The best way to find our podcast is to search the Legends of Minecraft podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast streaming service. All of our video content and our podcast episodes will be posted on YouTube at Legends of Minecraft Podcast. We can also be reached on Twitter at Legends of MCPOD. All of the links will be in the show notes. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.